Right, so let's do the main rock. And it's actually very similar to what we had before, but it's a lot heavier. And we did some extra, and I did some extra stuff with it as well. So let's just make a geometry node. Let's also open this one so we can sort of see what we're doing. So in the beginning here, it looks a little bit different, as you can see. So let's call this rock main tutorial or something. All right, so let's start with a box. So let's see how big I made my box initially. I made it, let's just copy this one. So 1, 1, and then 1.8, uniform scale 10, and then I offset the center for some reason. Not that it really matters that much, but yeah. So what I first did is VDB from polygons. And this one doesn't need to be super high res, just need to VOC VDB. And then what we're doing is we're scattering points inside of here. So you might say, well, why are we scattering points? And maybe you want to turn off relax iterations. We don't want it to be so uniform. I mean, it's a rock, it doesn't need to be uniform. Let's do a couple. I used 125. And then we're going to copy some stuff to it. But not before we attribute randomize the p-scale. So all of these techniques we've already used, so it's pretty straightforward. So randomizing the p-scale, 0 to 1. Maybe we don't want it to be actual 0 to 1, just maybe 0.1. So we don't have too small pieces. Let's copy the points. We don't want to pack it in this case because we need to do some geometry variations on it later. So let's copy a sphere to it. Let's see, I made it a polygon with a frequency of 4. Because now we're gonna want to do some stuff to it. Let's see, I think I made them a little bit bigger. Yeah, the global scale needs to be bigger. So let's make it 2.9. Right. Oh no, not 3 dimensions. Sorry, 2.9. There we go. So now we end up with with a whole bunch of big spheres. And then we're going to add a mountain. So we're going to deform this a little bit. Hopefully you can already see where this is going. And don't worry about this thing yet, because I have a box here and I'm boolean it from the whole thing. It's because I wanted to, never mind. I'll show you in a bit why I did that. Let's just first continue with just making a regular, with just a regular thing. So let's have a look. So now let's take our original box that we have, and let's plug it into a boolean. Let's plug this sphere thing into a boolean, and then we're left with this thing. This already looks a little bit similar, right, to what we had with our original thing. So if I look at my rock main here, kind of see that what we're doing. So we're just doing this to sort of define the basic shape. And what did I do? Viewers, scene view. Yep. So we're just doing this to define the basic shape. And this is still quite fast. So I can just go through my global seed and just change the seed that way. So it will just be a fast way to sort of define the initial shape. I mean, you could do this, I guess, with noises and making these noise in a volume VOP and then removing the noises this way. But I ended up doing it like this because this is just easier to sort of see what you're doing. So after that, we're going to do the actual VDB from polygons. So let's see how big I made my resolution. Let's just copy it. So it's just set to density, and I used the voxel size of 0.03. Put it in. I'm going to get quite a high resolution VDB. So 333 by 333 by 618. So quite a high resolution one. Now we're going to do the same thing that we did before. So we could just go up a level, just grab our volume VOP here. And we can just append it. We already made it, so why would we do it again? You could also do it again just to practice. So you can see we added some detail. And we have another one, just with different resolutions. I'm just gonna get it from there. So basically what I'm just doing here is why I have 2 in a row is can just like this one has a has a high has a low frequency, so it's going to be the big noise. And we can have a second one which is just like the small noise, so more of the detailing, right? So let's do a convert VDB, and then VDB class convert fog to SDF. It's going to take a while. Again, right now we're working on like a really high resolution VDB, so it's going to be slow. But now you can see, yeah, this is starting to look cool, right? We're getting like these nice little details. Right, let's do convert VDB again and create it 2 polygons. Yeah, that's basically already sort of what we want. There's some extra stuff that we're gonna need to do, but the basic things, like we have this really nice sort of underwatery look with this this underwater rock type look. So you can see I did a couple of extra things. So let's go over what happened there.